It is important to have some understanding of varied disabilities and how they impact our students. Module C will focus on these topics. Our goals for Module C include describing how beliefs about people with disabilities are related to life experiences. We will discuss People First language by talking and writing about people with disabilities in a respectful way, a way that honors their dignity. We will also discuss categories of disabilities according to state and national laws. We will recognize the cognitive, communicative, physical, and affective needs that students may have as a result of their disability. We will also discuss techniques that promote interactions and facilitate friendships for children with disabilities. I would like to introduce the hierarchy proposed by Abraham Maslow and the needs that all human beings experience. The first, most basic and fundamental needs are to have food, shelter, water, and warmth, then to be safe, and then the need for belonging and love become a priority. Most people find these within families, spouses, or community. The needs of people with disabilities are the same as those experienced by the non-disabled population. Norman Kuntz has a response to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He feels that schools have changed the concept of belonging from an essential and inherent human right to something that children have to earn. Kuntz says that uniformity and perfection have become the criteria for belonging, and that people are excluded because of their diversity. Kuntz feels that the educational system has inverted Maslow's hierarchy of needs, making belonging and love dependent on first having reached the self-esteem level, stressing achievement and mastery of the curriculum. Kuntz maintains that a sense of belonging and feeling good about who they are is essential before a student can begin to master the curriculum. Kuntz provides two ways an individual can have their need for self-esteem met. This is through achievement and mastery in certain areas, and through recognition and respect from others. Please view the video and the visual graph activity embedded in your Moodle. Words have a great deal of power, be it either negative or positive. I'm sure you have heard many examples of this in your day-to-day life and in your educational setting. Do you hear people discussing the mentally retarded child, or the child with autism, or perhaps the child that can't really do anything, they struggle in the classroom? How do you feel when you hear these words? How would a person with a disability feel? How would a parent or a loved one of a child with a disability feel if they overheard you discussing a child in this manner? Why are we concerned about words and names people use? How does it impact everything? How are words connected to feelings? Please keep these questions in mind when you view the video, A Credo for Support. People First language is a topic we will discuss often. Please enjoy the video, A Credo for Support, embedded in your Moodle course. Upon completion of the video, you will be asked to discuss the video in a discussion forum. Friendship is often a challenge for some of our students. View the embedded video and use the questions to reflect on the video. Facilitators who initiate support and maintain new relationships are called bridge builders. They build bridges and guide people into new relationships, new places, and new opportunities in life. Bridge builders involve people with disabilities in existing groups or with specific individuals. Another area of facilitation for relationships is called Circle of Friends or Circle of Support. Groups of people who meet on a regular basis to help a person with a disability are often referred to as Circle of Friends or Circle of Support. Those groups accomplish certain personal visions or goals. Circle members try to open doors to new opportunities, including establishing new relationships. Citizen advocacy refers to people who are recruited and supported by an independent citizen advocacy office. A citizen advocate voluntarily represents the interests of a person with a disability as if they were the advocate's own. Citizen advocates may take on one or several roles, such as friend, ally, mentor, or protector. How, as educators, can we help facilitate friendships for our students with disabilities? One possible way is to seat students near peers who are supportive and positive. We can teach students how to work in a cooperative-based group while supporting each other. Keeping confidentiality in mind, we can conduct mini workshops that raise awareness of disabilities. Ourselves, we need to be a positive role model. How you treat students has a great impact on how students will interact with other students. Extracurricular activities are a great way to foster friendships. Sports clubs invite a student to attend a game or a concert or even a school dance. It may be their only opportunity to interact socially in these settings. The next activity is the Friendship Video Reflection Discussion Forum. The video is embedded in the Moodle. Please use the corresponding questions to help guide your reflections. Special education uses a great deal of acronyms when describing disabilities. Throughout this Moodle, you may come into contact with some of these acronyms. Please use this list to refer to as needed. I would like to discuss a few disabilities and what they may look like. You will be discussing them to a greater extent through your assignment. Autism is a disability that we are seeing at a much higher frequency in our schools. Autism means a developmental disability significantly affecting verbal and nonverbal communication and social interactions. It is generally evident before age 3, and it adversely affects a child's educational performance. Other characteristics often associated with autism are engaging in repetitive activities and stereotypical movements, resistance to environmental change or change in daily routines, and unusual responses to sensory experiences. The next one that I would like to discuss is emotional disturbance, or ED. And emotional disturbance means a condition exhibiting one or more of the following characteristics over a long period of time and to a marked degree that adversely affects a child's educational performance. These include an inability to learn that cannot be explained by intellectual, sensory, or health factors, an inability to build or maintain satisfactory interpersonal relationships with peers and teachers, inappropriate types of behavior or feeling under normal circumstances, a general pervasive mood of unhappiness or depression, a tendency to develop physical symptoms or fears associated with personal or school problems. Other health impaired means having limited strength, vitality, or alertness, including a heightened alertness to environmental stimuli that results in limited alertness with respect to the educational environment. This is due to chronic or acute health problems such as asthma, attention deficit disorder, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, diabetes, epilepsy, a heart condition, hemophilia, lead poisoning, leukemia, rheumatic fever, sickle cell anemia, Tourette's syndrome. It adversely affects a child's educational performance. The last one I'm going to discuss is specific learning disabilities, and this means a disorder in one or more of the basic psychological processes involved in understanding or in using language, spoken or written, that may manifest itself in the imperfect ability to listen, think, speak, read, write, spell, do mathematical calculations. The term includes such conditions as perceptual disabilities, brain injury, minimal brain dysfunction, dyslexia, and developmental aphasia. The term does not include learning problems that are primarily the result of vision, hearing, or motor disabilities. The best way to learn about varied disabilities is often through researching disabilities. Choose a disability you are interested in and follow the directions on the Moodle to complete this assignment. We may have a difficult time understanding our students' challenges, especially our students with autism. The video embedded in this module may give you some perspective on life with autism.